Richie! I thought I would bring it back in a day because we just watched the La Bamba movie because my friend has never seen it. Actually, two of my friends have never seen it. So it was very interesting to go back and watch La Bamba. And boy, do I want to talk about this film. So we're going to do a La Bamba review, and don't think about it. Just watch it. Now, this is a big slice of Americana. I mean, this is a great film. This is, if you saw Selena with Jennifer Lawrence, you're gonna love this film with Lou Diamond Phillips. It is absolutely, I haven't looked up all the information on here, so I can't really tell you the date it was made, but it was made when I was a kid, okay? It was made quite a long time ago, so I'm 26, so let's subtract 10, let's say I saw this maybe in 1990, I want to say 1994. That's pretty awesome if I actually got that right, if it came out. But Lou Diamond Phillips is now old. But overall, La Bamba was just something that you had to watch. I watched this over and over again, and I actually wanted to sing. I had the guitar, I had a little red guitar because, Richie Valens had it. I wanted to sing La Bamba. I didn't know any of the lyrics. I can't even speak Spanish, right? But overall, it's a very good film. I mean, rewatching it and how old it is, it stands the test of time. It actually stands up. I mean, I said I was going to leave my friend's house because I was like, I got things to do, reviews and stuff. But after, I had to stay sitting and watch the film because who steals the show? Richie's brother, Bob. Bob doesn't mean what he's doing. He has demons. I forgive him. Bob is an awesome character because he's very distraught. He's a very fragile, just full of demons type, just really just a destructive force to himself. But what he has is a heart. He loves his brother. He encourages his brother. He shows up to his brothers either his concert. He supports his brother. He gets people to come to his concert. Bob is actually a pretty great guy, and you got to understand that he's the stepbrother of Richie. And what we had is basically him knowing that, Richie was the loved one. I mean, I think we all could relate to. I think we all could relate that if you have siblings, that some siblings you think are catered more to than yourself, and you feel like you have a lot to offer, but your siblings overshadow you. So, but Bob, I really did feel the genuine just sadness towards him, but he is an asshole. Let's not cookie cutter it. Bob is an asshole, yet he is. He's just a human being. He's a human being. He's a Mexican, you know what I mean? And sometimes he's a Mexican. But, I mean, what he does to Rosie throughout the film is just, come on. I mean, come on, you guys. You've seen La Bamba, right? So, it's okay if I spoil a little bit, right? I'm making it sound like Bob is the main guy, but it's not. He's not the main guy. It's Richie Valenzuela. And Richie Valenzuela was actually a singer back in the day in 1957. He was a very prominent, very up-and-coming Mexican singer. He was Mexican, and he was actually he actually had 3 great singles, Donna, La Bamba, Come On, Let's Go. I mean, he was with the likes of Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, Chuck Berry. I mean, he was up there. He was an up-and-comer. So it's this is a true story about Richie Valenzuela. I believe it was Valenzuela, or Richie Valens, because they changed his name to be a little bit more Americana. He was like, when they say the music, when they dedicate the day, or the music died this day, exactly. I mean, you had 3 prominent great musicians just dying. I was a big fan of Buddy Holly, so when Buddy Holly died, or when Buddy Holly died, knowing that Buddy Holly's dead, he had great promise. So did Richie Valens. Richie Valens was a very great singer, and he definitely was a star of the making, and he was just he wasn't even reaching his potential. He was barely grasping it. So it's very heartbreaking to see, the music died that day. The music died when Richie Valens went down with the airplane with Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper. So this film really showcases, I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff didn't really happen, or a lot of this stuff was, made for Hollywood just to showcase, okay, we got to tell a story still. But a lot of things, it still holds true to a lot of family. This is how, I'm Mexican, of course, and a lot of Mexican families, that's what it is. It's all about La Familia, it's all about, it's about, we're not perfect. We like to drink, we like to eat tacos. No, we like to drink, and we like to do, there's these are hardworking people. I mean, you see in the very beginning of this film, like they're picking strawberries or picking, they're pickers. So it was great. It's just great to know that Richie Valens, was one of those iconic, Mexican, even though he didn't speak Spanish, where he came from kind of the gutter, like Tupac used to say, and he rose to almost to the top. I mean, he didn't quite grasp it because of his sudden death. But a lot of things in this film really work. A lot of the dialogue works in here. A lot of the just interaction, especially with Bob and Richie. I think that's the heart of the film, is Bob and Richie's relationship, that brotherly relationship. It's Bob is dysfunctional, but you still have that sense that he really just genuinely loves his brother. And of course, the love interest. You have Rosie. Rosie is actually a woman who is fed up, who has been put to shit. And even though she still goes back to Bob, Rosie, the actress, was really good at what she did. I thought she did a phenomenal job acting in that film. I thought the mom, Richie's mom and Bob's mom, was amazing. My buddy, Super Nerd 81, really just showcased, like, dude, this chick is awesome. And that's exactly what I thought. She's amazing. She's the momager, but the momager you want. She really had love for Richie. I think she did favor Richie a lot, but she had a little bit of love of Bob as well. And Bob did have a lot of talents as well. He even though he was a drunk, he was a drawer. He was a gifted drawer, and he could play drums. Not too bad. But Richie and Bob's mom she's the one that really just went out there and really, she knew that her son had talent, and she went there, did everything she can to just expose his talent to the world, and that was really awesome. Donna was a great I want to say the fantastic love interest. She was just a love interest, honestly, that Richie loved. Of course, Donna is a real person. That song Donna. But overall, I mean, this film really, from point A to point B, it has a great pacing and flow. I never felt bored. I always felt like every scene went well. Either Bob took hold of it and Bob made it his own, or Richie took hold of it. And Lou Diamond Phillips does a fantastic job in really representing Richie Valens. I mean, the iconic moment in this film is when Richie Valens is singing La Bamba. I mean, that's when you're like, yeah, la 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 Bamba. Like, it's pretty awesome. Great cameo from the actual people who sung La Bamba. So this film is just fantastic. Rewatching it just brings back a lot of old memories, but yet a lot of new memories, especially with friends. I'm glad and you know what? When you have a film that is very dated, yet people watch it in 2016 for the very first time and finally get the reference, Richie! And then you ask them, did you like the film? And they say, that was pretty awesome. That was pretty damn good. Then your movie is definitely stands the test of time. And that's why La Bamba is up there with Selena. But honestly, I think I like La Bamba a lot more than Selena, because La Bamba just is a very it's the underdog story, so to speak, but yeah, it's a very touching story, where Selena is very good as well. I mean, it's exactly like that as well. I mean, there's always going to be underdog stories, but I felt like La Bamba really showcased a lot. It really felt real to me. It never felt fake to me, whereas Selena, sometimes it kind of feels like, okay, you're acting, but with La Bamba, it really feels like these people were really a family. So I love La Bamba, recommend it. Please go watch it if you've never seen La Bamba. It's fantastic. So many quotable lines, so many amazing scenes, and you'll be shocked at some of the people you see that you recognize, like from the one Rosie who plays the actress who plays Rosie is actually in Rush Hour, the first one. Super Nerd 81 gave me that heads up. And then also the guy who plays Bob Kane, or Bobo, he's actually in Bad Boys, and you see him a lot in other films as well. And of course, Lou Diamond Phillips, who was in Young Guns and Young Guns 2. So La Bamba, classic. Go check it out, and actually go watch it again, because it is something that you can sit down and just really enjoy. And boy, does that soundtrack kick ass. Awesome music. We were singing and shit. I was about to get ready dancing. So La Bamba, Selena, and Walk the Line are one of my favorites biopics. But let's see that Tupac, All Eyes on Me, see where that ranks up. Oh, NWA, of course. NWA is up there. But thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please push that subscribe button. If you love La Bamba, if you love Richie Valens, and if you love everything oldies, baby. Like the video if you like it, and I'll see you guys later. I'm Dan to Make It Dan's son. Not my Richie. Not my Richie! Richie! I'll see you guys later. Bye. I can draw. I got talent too.